This is the Barstool College Football Show presented by Panera. Hashtag Saturdays are for the Mac. How you guys doing out there, Ann Arbor?
Let's go!
Go!
Oh, the sign's back.
It's back.
It's following me around Ann Arbor.
Is it the same guy that had it at Gameday, you think?
Has to be.
It has to be.
It's a great sign.
That's a great sign. Funniest thing a Michigan man's ever said.
Except that I built this whole company on being funny. So other than that, I mean, I'm a Michigan man and I'm very funny. I find myself.
It took me to make a Michigan man funny.
I mean, I'm pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
good sign. Good sign.
It's a great sign. Okay, first live show of the year. We're happy to be here. Of course, these two are already talking shit. They've been talking shit. But Dave, you're home. How has it been back to be home?
It's always good to be back here. We got to win a game. We haven't won a game since I graduated, really, it feels like, which is a big game. National champ when I was here, no big deal. Went with Brady, won in Boston. 2 hockey championships when I was here.
Oh, that really matters.
Dan, this is my fault. I mean, what Wisconsin hasn't won.
Yeah, we
anything.
won a hockey championship in
No, you didn't.
Yes, we did. I was there in Milwaukee. We won.
Wisconsin won a hockey championship? I find that hard to believe.
Yes, I was there.
I find that hard to
was
believe.
sitting there. I was
the bottom line is,
watching it.
Listen, nobody cares about Wisconsin. Michigan is a Tier 1 program. It's a shining program. We have to win tonight. We have to get a rematch with Notre Dame in the playoffs. This is a big game, and we got to win not only by a couple points, we got to win by 30 today. We have to reestablish that the program that sets the standard for college football, Michigan, is back tonight. That's what happens tonight.
Okay. We'll see.
We will see.
We'll see.
That's the beauty of sports. We will see.
Dan, you told me before we came on this trip that I wasn't going to like Ann Arbor because you think that people at Michigan wear their logo too much?
No.
Which I think is bullshit, by the way.
Dan gets mad. Dan gets mad. He's like, oh, why do Michigan people wear Michigan stuff at Michigan?
Listen,
because we're at Michigan.
No, not at Michigan. A Michigan person will tell you they went to Michigan in the first sentence that you meet.
It's something to be proud of.
It's the only thing they're proud of.
Something to be proud of.
I like Ann Arbor, though.
When
you told me I wasn't going to like it.
When you unironically call yourself the Harvard of the Midwest, you know you're a douchebag.
That's
yikes. Yikes.
No, fuck you. No, fuck you. No, fuck you.
Oh, by the way, his brother went to Michigan, and that's a lot of the angst. It's I couldn't get into Michigan, so I go to the safety school, and now I don't like Michigan people.
Well, maybe I wasn't smart enough. That's fine.
Maybe.
That's fine.
Maybe.
And Tommy Smokes, you've got a Fordham fan in the crowd.
Yeah, Fordham travels, baby. Fordham travels.
It's like the Washington State flag.
Yeah,
it just goes everywhere.
He doesn't even go to Fordham. He said he just loved.
He said it was his mom's. He said it was his mom's sweatshirt.
Yeah, I love it. Fordham, the Rams rising.
He looks like he found it in like a dumpster pile.
No, he does. It looks fresh.
There's is there paint on it? What's on that?
It doesn't matter. It's a great sweater.
Paint. Okay.
Well, it is paint.
Tommy,
All right,
you like Ann Arbor? Your first trip to Ann Arbor?
Pretty good. Last night, I had a little trouble at.
Don't bash this place too bad because we're going back.
I will not say the. Should I not say the name?
Don't say the name.
Tell your story if you want to tell it, but I mean.
I went to the bathroom at a bar last night, and then I tried to get back in, and they said they're over capacity, and they want to let me back in, and I tried to explain to them I didn't leave the bar. I went to go take a piss, and they still wouldn't let me get back in. It was very frustrating. I will not. Well, I'll probably go back there tonight, but I won't be happy about it.
He's been talking about it all day. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And we had one of the best meals ever last night at your favorite place.
So when I went to school here, a big Sunday night for me was Mongolian barbecue, and I've built the place up. They're booing it. That's like a big Sunday night spot.
No, like samurai swords, unlimited bowls.
Fordham likes it.
No,
Dave, you loved it so much that you were just sitting by yourself, just eating alone.
Yeah, I love it. That
just
was like
you
my
didn't
big.
give a shit about anybody else.
That's my big Sunday night spot.
You guys don't like that place?
Mongolian barbecue is fucking legit.
Yeah.
If you don't like that place, then there's something wrong with you.
And it's like unlimited bowls for like $18. That's like
legit.
A college kid's dream.
Very legit.
So the difference with this show in compared to what we normally do is that we normally haven't seen any games, and today has been a wild day for you guys, right?
Not many shows, by the way, show people's legs like how we do it. That's odd, but
they like
I just
to show our
noticed
shoes.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted.
How's your day been?
Mine?
Yeah.
Gambling. It's always about gambling. I started off slow. I had a couple tragic losses with Vanderbilt and overtime with Northwestern. But I'm coming along right now. I got some decent picks right now.
It's when you're road gambling, it's very, very tough. When you're trying to chase games and you're not at home, you just start piling up the L's and you don't know how to get out of it. So.
Well, we're going to talk about some of those bad beats. Yeah, we have this video. We were talking about this. We're watching it in our house all day today, by the way. Clutch.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Live reaction right here.
This is Florida going for a
Florida Vandy
9.5 spread. This was to make it 7.
40 seconds left. Miss this. Oh, come on. Oh, shit.
It's true misery right there.
The alien thing is true.
Outside too. I told you, Dave. I told you before it was going to happen. I mean, we talk about this all the time, the gambling sixth sense. When you know what loss is going to happen before it happens, I tried to warn you, and you just didn't listen to
Well, what happened is I lost Tulsa money line last night in tragic fashion, and the momentum carries. It's a terrible momentum game.
Casey's been nothing but a bad luck draw.
Yeah.
That is
Tommy.
bullshit, Tommy. This is all on you. Actually, I think you tried to blame Big Ev the
Well,
other day.
but then Big Ev wasn't here today. You were. I will keep
not my
finding
fault.
new targets until I.
Okay,
get
well,
someone
speaking
that
of
sticks.
targets, one Rico Bosco. Anybody out there listen to the Pick'em podcast ever? Yeah?
Yeah,
Rico
Rico.
Bosco's having himself a day right
I can't
now.
believe you brought up Rico Bosco.
Yeah,
I
we don't
mean-
need to bring up
I'm
Rico.
not talking about Rico.
I'm not talking
not?
about Rico.
He's
I'm
demanding
not
an apology.
apologizing. No.
He's not?
Fuck Rico.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got the tweets here. He wants to know if you'll publicly apologize on air.
Absolutely
no, fuck
not.
Rico Bosco.
Absolutely not.
I don't
Not
even
going
know.
to?
Absolutely not.
If
I mean-
Rico shows up to the Pick'em podcast, he has a bad week, and suddenly he can't show up. He's got injuries, maybe injuries, real, fake,
I
imagined.
mean, I love Rico because, look, he said I'm the only one with a brain on this show.
Out,
So
Rico.
I
He's
can't
not
believe-
on this show.
Well, Rico is
not
not
even on the
he said
Pick'em.
he said I'm the only one.
you're
with
the
a
only
brain.
one. Okay,
Yes.
all right.
Okay.
Fuck Rico Bosco.
Yeah.
Don't like Rico, but I like
I just
Rico.
don't like talking about him on the show. This
Yeah.
is not his
This
show.
is what he
Okay.
wants. He's just sitting and going like this
He
at
won.
home right
He won.
now.
Okay.
Don't let him do it.
Well, there was also a fight in the Florida Vandy game.
Yes.
Do you think Dan Mullen or Derek Mason would win a fight? It's tough. What do you guys think?
I think Derek Mason.
I go Derek Mason.
Yeah,
Derek
I think
Mason?
Derek Mason. Yeah.
This was a huge mistake by Vanderbilt because Florida was kind of sleepwalking in this game. I think it was like 21-3 at the time
It
of
was
this
ugly.
fight.
Yeah.
It fired everybody up. If you have two people who are fired up, though, the team that's better, that's the advantage. So it fired Florida up. Vanderbilt was fired up. But guess what, Vanderbilt? You're Vanderbilt. You stink. And then you got cold cocked in the second half.
I mean,
yeah.
Dan Mullen's having to be like restrained from beating Derek Mason's ass in this fight.
and everyone's dancing. It's a big party.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like-
you hated the dance.
But you're exactly right, Dave. Florida was sleepwalking the first half. They're coming off a big win against LSU, and the last thing you want to do is poke the bear there.
I think it's like wake a sleeping giant. Like you don't do
yeah.
that. If you,
It's classic Derek Mason last year. Remember when he said that they were ready for Bama?
Yeah.
And they didn't
Nobody's
get
ever
past the
ready.
50-yard line?
Yeah.
You just don't do that.
Just shut up.
Just be quiet, Derek Mason. You're Vanderbilt.
that's like when
Be
you play
happy
the
with
Patriots.
6 or 7 wins.
By the way, we've got Big Ev in the crowd somewhere. I don't know where he
Where's
is.
Big Ev?
Where's
Big
Big
Ev.
Ev?
He's got his Ohio
There he
State
is.
stuff. Yeah.
The only man wearing
Ev.
Ohio State.
I'm in enemy territory down here. I already got a dude trying to fight me. He didn't do shit though.
You've got mac and cheese on you too, by the way.
Oh, give me
so-
some of that.
Yeah,
There it is.
There you go. There you go.
So
Love
he-
that.
Love it.
that.
Love it.
He's got-
Love this mac and cheese.
Ev just farted all day last night.
I
Like,
said
don't
it.
wanna say that.
Listen,
It was
I
a
don't
constant
think.
all day.
No. Dave fat shames the fart. Why does
Yeah,
the
he
fat
does.
guy have to fart?
Hey.
Well,
Why
because of my
everyone
word.
farts.
Yeah.
Everyone on this planet farts.
Yeah.
Ev, we were in a small group and someone kept farting and it was you.
We were in a bar. We were in a crowded bar.
Oh, that's fucked up, Big Ev.
Ev.
I told you,
It was-
Dave.
it
I
was
don't,
Oh, he's fat shaming.
I don't even think Big Ev was
It
farting.
was
I
a
think.
constant fart all day.
He's
Big
right.
Ev, Big Ev may not know it. It may have
Yeah.
just been coming
No, I
out.
told you, Big Ev is like a leaky bicycle tire. He's just all day. All day. Put him underwater,
It's all
you'll
right,
see the
though.
leak. You'll find
He's
the
right.
leak.
Everyone farts. but-
Yeah.
It was disgusting, Ev.
Yes.
It was. Well,
That
he's-
was not me. I swear it
was-
wasn't me.
It was disgusting. Yeah. Speaking of Big Ev, we had some Urban Meyer signs on game day today. Did you see the interactive one?
Yes.
Like, it's one of the best signs. Like, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you had to have loved that, Dave.
Yeah, well, again, I don't even recognize Ohio State as a program because I don't think football is more important than basic human decency. So the fact that we can't even, you lie.
Dave,
get them off.
Listen, I'll agree with you because we can find common ground there.
Yeah.
I know that I bashed, we have a little Michigan-Wisconsin rivalry, but we both hate Ohio State. They're scumbags.
Yeah, I mean, football is important. I want to beat him, but not at the sacrifice of,
Yes.
again, basic human rights,
Correct.
decency, honesty, integrity, which Ohio State has none of.
None.
No,
Zero.
It was a good
Zero.
sign.
Can
We
always
also,
agree.
Big
Zero.
Cat, I think you had the sign of the day, by the way. I know the kid's in the, they're right
Yeah,
there. Isn't
there
it?
he is.
So Big Cat's back is stronger than Horny Brook's
That's
arm.
okay. You know what? That's
ouch.
a good. If a roasting is good, then
It's a
you got to
compliment
just
to you.
you tip your cap. You're like,
It's a
you know what?
fantastic picture.
Good roast.
Yeah.
That's a good roast.
Strong.
There's
Strong.
nothing you can. Not as strong as. No, stronger than my back and Horny Brook's arm combined.
You're-
probably.
both
that
are quite
roast,
weak.
yeah, was
Roast,
stronger than
back,
both those.
arm.
Both are quite weak.
Yes.
Both are quite weak.
And the last thing we're going to talk about game day, because we don't need to talk about game day too much, but your Michigan robot had a really bad day. It's a fucking misery.
Bucky got him.
I
he just
mean,
pointed.
listen.
He just pointed and he
Listen,
crossed them
listen.
up.
Like, this is a video. I mean, that is a tough
he just did a
look.
point.
Listen,
That is tough.
That's a problem. I don't know what school or what engineers did that, but they got to get off campus fast.
That gave me
Like,
so much confidence. I think I can just walk around tonight and point at Michigan fans and they'll
just
just
fall
crumble.
over.
Yeah.
Like, how do you, this is the worst robot ever fucking made ever.
If I was a student, I would find out who made that robot, and I would kick him out of Ann Arbor.
Georgia scored.
That embarrassed us on a national level.
Yeah, that was
like
bad.
when I saw that, I was like, that is not what we want going into a big game.
Spin zone, though, the robot technology has a long way to go if a mascot can cross you up with a finger.
I mean, I don't know.
So
Boston,
good for a while.
Boston
Positive sign for the
Dynamics,
human
though, I
race.
mean.
That was a weak robot.
Speaking of being embarrassed, Dave, you had somebody fall asleep in your class yesterday.
So I spoke
Fall
to
asleep. Like the most electric guy on the planet is putting people to sleep.
That was
I mean, that's
So
really
good.
bad look there.
So good.
He was blinking. It was a blink.
I hate that kid. That kid's my arch enemy.
You should hire him.
I don't like that kid. I don't like that kid at all.
You know what you should do is you should hire
That would
him
be
and-
like if the front row here just fell asleep.
Yeah.
It's like, don't. We're talking. I'm being very funny. Don't sleep in my face, you asshole.
What you need to do is hire him and make him work the graveyard shift.
Very ugly.
Just
I
make him
mean-
blog all night long.
He said that he's paid to get in. Right?
$15. They're scalping tickets for this thing, and this kid fell asleep. I'm putting asses in seats, and this
That's
kid's
tough.
falling asleep.
That's tough.
I didn't even know it. When I tweeted it out, I had no idea this
No
kid was
idea.
sleeping.
That's tough.
He embarrassed me. I've
Who
been
pointed it
embarrassed
out to you?
twice.
Who pointed it out to you?
Oh, the internet.
Oh,
the
yeah, I didn't
internet's
know-
like,
so-
oh, you're so funny. that
Internet
this
usually
kid's
doesn't
sleeping.
miss those things.
No.
Internet's undefeated.
I mean,
at
that kid already changed his Twitter bio like
Fucking hate that
5
kid.
minutes later that he's your arch enemy. Anything else you guys want to talk about from games today before we move on?
No.
I mean, well, we got
The Rutgers quarterback.
Oh, yeah, we'll quickly say that, yeah.
Oh, what'd you say?
No, the Rutgers
Oh, right.
quarterback was, I mean,
Terrible.
I've never seen anything like this, Dave. I think another thing we can agree on, Rutgers is not part of the Big Ten.
No, Rutgers
The
is not
worst
Big
team
Ten.
in college football. I mean, he had 8 total yards, 0 touchdowns, obviously.
4
interceptions versus Maryland.
How about that sign? I'm just here to promote my podcast.
I like that.
Last week's balls.
I like that. Download
Last
it.
week's
I'll give it a
Yeah.
listen.
Give it a
Last
shot.
week's balls.
Give it
And
a
then
shot.
there's no khakis in football. How do you
Yeah.
feel about that?
That's kind of basic. I mean, that's
Too basic?
No, there's no khakis in football. What, that take you 3 seconds to come up with that?
Yikes.
All right, anything else for today's games before we move on?
No,
We have a big celebrity guest picker, so
Yeah,
we should
we
probably
bring
bring him up. Guys, it's way better than Game Day. I love the Chainsmokers, but we're going to go ahead and bring our celebrity guest picker up. You're going to love it. Dan, you're going to love it 'cause
Yeah.
it's like one of your best friends, so come on up.
Oh, that's strong.
I mean, I just
Are you
going to
going
say
to
that.
announce him? Do you
Yeah,
announce?
I mean,
Yeah.
I want people to see him first.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you announced.
There we go.
I think that's
We
how
got
you
Blake
announce.
Griffin in the
Yeah,
house.
Detroit Pistons
Detroit
legend.
Detroit Pistons.
Blake Griffin.
We got Blake Griffin.
We've never
eating
done
his
it.
Panera mac
Oh,
and
very
cheese.
nice.
Yep.
Coming up.
Here he is, the only guy to be playing in the NBA with a retired jersey.
Yes.
He's got his jersey
Yes.
retired for the Clippers.
And no seat for me, or
You
I
can
just
take
stand?
my
Yeah,
seat.
you
No, no,
can
no,
just
But then I'm going to look like a fucking
No,
midget.
no, I just
Yeah.
I was an add-on. It's fine.
Oh, Tommy got up.
You're a professional athlete. You can stand up.
What? Can I ask you before you pick? I didn't notice. What's the style with the jeans there at the
Can you
bottom?
come out so everybody can
Sometimes
see him?
if they're a little too short, you just cut them off, and it makes it look like it was
On purpose with the
Yeah.
white socks,
I like
too.
that.
Yeah.
How
White
many of your
socks.
jeans do you have to
Bring
do
it
that
back. All of them. I've
All
never
of
had a pair of pants that fit.
Okay. All right.
I like
That's tall person problems.
Well, it's also a nice outfit because it basically looks like something I would wear, but it's like $7,000
It's
probably.
a very nice watch.
No, it's
too.
actually it's all very cheap.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
What's it? What is his logo?
Oh, geez.
Are you covering it? What's
I'm
that?
not here to sponsor. I'm here.
I wanted to see if it was
No
expensive.
free advertising. Like you're the
I
king
want
of no free ads.
He said it, he was wearing cheap clothes. I wanted to call him out on it.
That's the only thing I'm here to rep. Detroit.
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 So
right.
we're going to talk about the Michigan-Wisconsin game in a little bit, but Jimmy, you have better things to be doing than hanging out with us. So why don't you tell us what's going to happen
that's
tonight?
not- I mean, that may not be true.
It's
He's
Blake
here.
Griffin.
You never
It's
know.
Blake Griffin.
Tonight,
He's here.
yeah, listen, I'm an Oklahoma guy. I know football.
True.
Now that I've been here for a while, I understand. Yes, Boomer Sooner. You understand? Yeah, the guy with
This guy, the Fordham guy, what are you
the, Fordham, the guy with the
I mean,
Fordham
he just-
sweatshirt on
he just
knows
loves
Boomer
golf.
Sooner.
I love it.
Listen, now that I've been in Michigan for a while, I understand what it's all about. I understand the fans. I understand the passion. Michigan's coming off 3 blowout wins. We're going Michigan by 248 points.
I like that. I like that pick. I like that pick. That's a good pick.
That's a good pick.
That's a smart pick.
That hurts.
Smart pick.
248 points.
248.
I like that.
All right.
It's a lot of touchdowns.
I like that. You know what's crazy? I'll probably bet more based on that
Yeah.
number.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Blake
Oh,
Griffin
yeah.
said 248.
Yeah. I mean, Blake Griffin said it must be true.
Last question, Blake, before you go. Do you want to guarantee a Detroit Pistons NBA championship this year?
Ooh.
might as well, right?
Yeah.
For the
Yeah,
crowd.
no, yeah. For the crowd, absolutely. Yeah, no, for sure.
Put you right on the spot, right?
Yeah, no. It's 2019 NBA champions.
Oh, there we go. All
Right
right.
here first.
Pretty
All
strong.
right.
Not Fordham. No, not Fordham. Not Fordham.
Oh, he just said fuck Fordham. He's already done with Fordham. Oh, I thought you said fuck Fordham. I was like, this guy's like
Detroit,
bandwagon.
Michigan, all the way.
There it goes. All right.
We're talking too much to the Fordham.
Yeah, we're
This is
taking
becoming the
Fordham
Fordham
guys
show.
down.
I mean,
He
okay.
has stolen the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I'm
Well,
here for. Thank
thanks
you
to
guys.
Blake Griffin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Blake Griffin, fellas.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you.
Thank you so much.
Guaranteed
I
victory,
don't know if
huh?
Blake formally met
Makes
at
the
all.
chain smokers. Yeah, you kind of you were
Blake.
weakly in the corner.
I'd like
Yeah,
to
that
see
makes me
Deadspin
informed.
quote that.
Great
Blake
meeting you,
Griffin
Blake.
guarantees the Detroit Pistons 2019.
They'll find some way to spin that. You know they will.
That's a quote. 2019 NBA champs. Blake
Well,
Griffin.
I don't know if he actually said it all the way. I think he got a loophole there.
Well, then let's edit it. They like to do that.
Yeah, we'll edit it.
They can make that look the way they want to look.
So we had a better guest picker than College Game Day. We're also going to have
1000%.
better signs than College Game Day. We've got Big Ev in the crowd somewhere. I don't know where he is, but
Where's
we asked
Big
you
Ev?
on,
Yo.
on social media. These do these roasts with Big Ev.
This is my favorite part. Get it up. Get it up. This is my favorite part. We get to roast Michigan. We roast The people are taking over. It's crazy down here. It's pandemonium.
Lost the locker room. Big
First
Ev.
sign. It's craziness out here.
Oh, I think you're about to
Oh,
get hit.
shit.
Big sign right here.
That's mean.
Big Cat looks like a Dollar Tree version of Ron Burgundy. Hate on my guy,
I
Big
actually
Cat
think that's a
sign.
compliment.
Hate on the
I don't
turtleneck.
hate that. I don't hate that.
I think a
That's
Dollar
fine.
Tree is
Yeah,
Hate on the turtleneck, my guy.
fine.
I don't hate that either.
That's fine.
All right,
Would
next
a
one,
Dollar
Big Ev?
Tree Ron Burgundy be eating this delicious mac and cheese?
I like
No.
that.
Our next sign. What's the difference between Dave's Pizza Reviews and Michigan football? Pizza can actually get a ranking below 10. I agree with that.
Nice. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
We'll see what happens when we win
Yeah,
tonight.
that's good. That's good. That's good.
Okay.
We'll see what
All right.
happens when we win tonight.
Big Ev, you got another
that
one?
it?
Our next, we got another one.
Oh, keep them coming.
The stool. This might be a Stoolie favorite right here. If you saw this, I would rather go to sleep a loser Wisconsin fan than wake up a winner Michigan fan. Shout out to Liz.
Our own Liz Gonzalez.
That was a low blow.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's
That
good.
was, that was what we call a cheap shot. That was a cheap shot from the.
Need a little mac and cheese. I got to refuel.
Are you done, Ev, or are you still
We got
going?
we got a little presidential thing for the next race right here.
yeah.
It's
That hurts. Yikes. I'm wearing the
Tough look.
sweatshirt. It's a large.
We try not to fat shame on the show. I've already went against you, but
Okay.
gotta do what we gotta do.
By the way, I just heard a birdie in my ear that Frankie, the producer, might have had something to do with that Liz Gonzalez.
Oh, damn.
Wow. Casey, any
Little,
comment?
No,
it
no
sounds
comment,
like,
Tommy. Go
sounds
fuck
like
yourself.
little triggered
That's
bitch
tough.
boy is still little
That is
triggered
tough.
bitch.
You're a bitch. No, you're a bitch. No, you're a bitch. You're a bitch. That's what we want.
Frankie and Liz is underrated rivalry.
Mayhem.
Underrated.
Casey Liz as well.
I mean, listen, I apologize. I was in the wrong.
Yeah.
I can apologize.
Got me.
Anybody? Do we have any more, F?
We got a couple more.
So
Okay.
go through them.
I got a question. Go to this one, but I got a
The
question.
only time Wisconsin passes when their moms offer them vegetables. I don't love to keep doing these fat jokes. I don't love
yeah.
it. I don't love it, but
Now,
I'm a man of the people. I'm in here with the people. This is what the people wanted. This is what they get.
I got a question. Why is there a guy standing in the front row with a bat? That's a little troubling.
Is it Dizzy Bat?
I don't
Dizzy
know.
Bat.
People are trying to come after me out here.
I thought it was actually like a real
I mean,
bat.
come on.
Like, this is a little too
People are threatening me out here. That
Dizzy
bat's gonna
Bat's
end up back
awesome.
here soon.
Yeah.
Hollow, it's hollow.
They
Yeah,
probably
can you
don't
have Big Ev do a
have fun
Dizzy
at
Bat?
Wisconsin.
I mean, I'm down to do a Dizzy Bat with you.
By the way,
Georgia.
be on alert that Georgia's
Georgia.
coming all the way back right
This
now
is
on
bad
LSU.
for my Guy
19-9.
show. Bad for my
Big
Guy
Ev, you got any
show.
more?
We have one last sign.
Okay.
All right.
Friend of ours, Dan Ravel, said Jim Harbaugh runs marathons with Darren Ravel.
Yeah, I like that. Hey, Ravel ran a marathon. He wants everyone to know.
Those pictures of Ravel were spectacular.
He looked like an amputee running a marathon.
Like mean
It
mugging
was
to the
unreal.
world.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna hit me with
Well,
that
he
thing.
said there were like more than a dozen people screaming at him about me on the course.
I believe it.
That makes sense. All right, so thanks to Big Ev, all the people that sent it in. Big Ev, I want you to come do a Dizzy Bat. Oh, you're going to do a Dizzy Bat?
Oh, there we go,
Do a Dizzy Bat. Come on.
We need a beer. We need another beer. We need
Get him a Bud Light.
Full beer. Full beer. We need
Get the man a Bud Light.
We can do Natty Light. That's,
Okay.
that's Bud. Well, same product. We can get away with that.
You gonna put it in the back?
You doing it?
We have the camera on him, I
Yeah, yeah.
assume.
Robin?
you go.
Hey, come on, baby.
I hope Ev falls down.
I mean,
I hope Ev falls down.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
have you guys done a dizzy bat?
What's that?
Have you ever done one? Did you fall down?
Put the house on it.
I like shake. I go to the side.
Let's go.
All right.
Are we gonna get this, or are we gonna get? All right.
All right, let's go, Big Ev. There it is. Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
I mean, the crowd,
Oh,
the
damn.
whole crowd is just gonna die.
I mean,
Run.
he didn't even
You
stumble.
gotta run. You gotta run
Oh,
somewhere.
no.
Let's go! Let's go!
That is loud.
Let's go!
That's loud.
That's a Goodell clown in the back.
Got a Goodell clown sighting.
Now, is it? I have a question. It's so loud in our ears. Is that how it's at home? People just be like, because it's
like-
quite loud.
It's very loud. I mean, Big Ev's riling the people up.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to Panera Locks of the Week. We're going to go back to Big Ev because he's like electric right now. But we're going to start with Dave. So Panera Lock of the Week while we're eating this mac and cheese. You've got the Baja, you've got the barbecue, you've got the bacon, I've got the plain. So Dave, what's your lock?
All right. So to start with the locks, we obviously this is a later show, so we have to only pick from the night
I gotta
games.
go up on stage, I think.
I would, anybody in the crowd, anybody watching this, Iowa State at home against West Virginia. West Virginia is undefeated. Ames is a very difficult place to play. Under the lights, I think Iowa State not only covers, they hand West Virginia. I like West Virginia. Dana's a friend of the program. Iowa State hands West Virginia first loss this season. Iowa State,
Mark it down.
lock it up, mark it down, put it in the books.
Will Greer had 3 red zone interceptions last week, too. So
Against Kansas.
not great. All right, Dan, who you got?
All right, well, I'm going with it. Everyone knows it. It's.
Oh, damn.
Hey now. Hey now.
What's happening? Oh, it's from probably because Big Ev just walked in here.
Oh yeah, Big F. I am going Wisconsin. Plus 10. Listen, Dave. We'll get to the whole game. I think Michigan's a good team. I'm not saying they're not a good team, but plus 10 feels like way too much for Wisconsin.
If I wasn't a Michigan fan, this line would definitely worry me because, listen, this is the realistic part of it. Wisconsin went into Iowa and beat Iowa.
Right.
Iowa is a very difficult place to play. So I was worried, but then Blake Griffin said we'd win by 248 points, which
true.
changes
That's
things
a
a little bit.
He did.
Confidence.
I'm not sitting here saying that. I'm not sitting here saying Wisconsin outright easy, all that stuff. I'm a realistic Wisconsin fan. I just think 10 is a lot.
But does that actually worry you?
What?
That it's so big?
I don't know why it's so big.
As Stu Feiner would say, bet what makes you uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Bet what makes
Because
you uncomfortable.
the common person outside of Michigan or Wisconsin be like 10 points is
No,
too
I'm
much.
not gonna let you do this to me.
Michigan hasn't beaten a good team by 10 points since the
Sprinkle a little
80s.
money line.
So suddenly it's like, why? What is Vegas doing? Vegas knows something we don't know. Michigan by like 30. Michigan by 40.
241.
248. Something like
248.
that.
There you go. Tommy?
Yeah.
I have. This pick is a sucker pick. Some would say this is a sucker pick. I just can't
Tommy.
stop myself from taking
Tommy.
it. Miami.
Tommy.
Yikes.
I had
Tommy.
them minus 6.5 at Virginia.
Oh, it's
Miami
7.
last week. Listen, Florida State. They almost lost to Florida State.
And they
kinda-
stink.
Yeah, but they sleptwalked through that game. They're going to come out fired up against Virginia. Virginia, I think their basketball team, they're slow. I just can't imagine they have athletes that can keep up with Miami. All that being said, I got them at 6.5. So if you get that hook, but whatever they are, I think Miami wins by.
I
double digits.
love Virginia
Okay.
in that game. Love Virginia.
It's a sucker pick, but I'm a sucker.
Big Ev? You got
This game, I'm 3-0 in my motor locks. This is a stone cold lock. Will Greer will not have another bad game. I'm going Westlaw. I'm going
Wow.
Westlaw
Yeah.
minus 4.5.
Wow.
It's not. He had 3 picks
Lock
last
off.
week against Kansas.
Wow.
Hate to do it to
We
you.
got
It's
a
not-
lock off.
You got a
It's-
lock
we're having
off.
lock off right now.
We got a lock
3-0 in my locks. It's tough.
Panera lock
This is a
off.
stone cold lock.
I love that you're 3-0. You're due to lose.
They go in here and get a win by a touchdown, maybe 2, easy.
All right,
Easy
we'll
win.
see.
Okay.
They control the game. They win the game on the road.
You
If
want to make a
if
bet?
I lose, you can put me in a little tube and just fart on me.
That sounds like a weird like fetish type thing.
Yeah, that did sound like a fetish thing. That sounded weird.
He keeps talking about the farts.
It did sound like a fetish thing.
It did. I'm going to take the over in the Ole Miss Arkansas game. Both of those defenses stink, and that game's
What
always
is that
really
total?
Weird. 65, I think.
I like that.
65.
Kayce. That's the most important thing that just happened this entire show.
That's
I
a
saw
good
Dan's
pick.
face too.
That's a good pick,
That's a
Kayce.
real good pick.
Are you surprised I had a good pick?
No.
I'm surprised I didn't have it.
It
it's
wasn't
the
on
over.
our radar.
Okay, so
And now it
65.
is.
65 is the total.
But can Arkansas score?
Yes.
Maybe.
Oh, all right, you said it.
I
like
don't
that.
know that.
They
I
can
don't
score
know if
against a
that's
bad
true.
Both goals.
defense.
I don't know if that's true.
I mean, they're not good. I mean, neither team is good, but both of
don't
their
know if that's
defenses
true.
are the worst.
Put it in. If you got a phone right now, put that in. The Ole Miss over.
I mean, I wouldn't put it in my
Look,
lock.
don't do it
if
yet.
was-
Let us put it in first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
let-
the line doesn't change.
Okay, so how's the mac and cheese, fellas, by the way?
Really delicious.
Excellent, per
Delicious.
usual.
Delish.
Best
guys-
batch so far. Something about
Anything
it
you have
outdoors.
today,
So
tag
delicious.
Saturdays for the Mac, and we'll retweet it. You get 1 million followers. Be like followers.
Yep.
Hashtag,
That's hot in the
Hashtag
streets.
Saturdays are for the Mac. and eat
damn.
Panera.
Oh,
Send us pictures
shit.
of Panera.
Yes.
Put your
You
last
see
name.
that?
Better
is now
outside.
winning,
Tastes
Dave.
better outside. That's
tastes
my
better
guarantee.
outside?
Tastes even
UCF
better
is now
outside.
winning 31-30.
What?
I know.
UCF is winning now.
31-30.
You fuck.
I know.
How's A&M doing?
We got to wrap this show up so we can go watch
Okay,
the
well,
games.
yeah.
Time's up in that game.
We got to do Degenerate Boys.
What?
And
I
the,
got UCF
next
-5.
Okay, well, let's wrap this up.
Oh,
We're going
fuck
to do
you,
the,
Ev.
the game preview.
Yeah, let's
Presented
do it.
by Bud Light. The game that you guys are going to
we
go
got-
to tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, presented by Bud Light, Game Day's favorite light lager. If you're not drinking Bud Light, you're not doing life right. So tonight, Shea Magic right here.
Yes, these
Guys
Shea
like
Magic
these?
shirts are electric. By
They
the
are.
way.
I'm wearing the
Love-
sweatshirt, which has not done well, but I'm gonna win a big game at some point. I've won a big game in this. We beat Kentucky in the.
I'm surprised you're not
Final Four.
wearing a Hornibrook shirt, to be honest with you.
I will put one on underneath. Horny for Heisman. I'll be totally honest with you. The thing that scares me the most is Wisconsin's secondary starting safety out for the first half from a targeting thing. Defensive end out. But if Wisconsin can just I don't know. Wisconsin is an underdog. They play well as underdog. Control the clock. Run the ball. Punt the ball. Play a Big Ten game. Muck it up. Hopefully they can.
And your guy, Alex
squeak it
Hornibrook's
out.
good on the road.
Yeah,
like
he
he
is.
always wins on the road.
Lefty.
He's like 11-1 on the road.
Yes, sneaky lefty.
Okay.
Again, for me, this isn't about Wisconsin. Michigan has had plenty of chances to reestablish ourselves as the premier shining star in college football. If you look at this place, we're right behind the Big House, the biggest stadium in all the country. Michigan, the most wins. Michigan. The helmets, the wing helmet. Michigan is football. It's good for America. It's good for Michigan. We have to reestablish our dominance. We have to win this game. We have to win it convincingly. It's very important.
Yeah, there's
Michigan
way
by
more
two
Control your own
touchdowns.
destiny.
There's way more
I mean, come
pressure
on.
on
You guys should be
Michigan.
louder than that for this.
Way more
I mean,
pressure
you've got
on
Michigan sitting right here.
Yeah.
Okay, Tommy, what do you think?
If you don't think I'm going to pick Michigan in front of a crowd of Michigan fans, you don't know how big of a pussy I am. I pander to the crowd wherever I go. Michigan by 21 points.
I mean, you'd never pick against Dave anyway.
But Wisconsin fans ignore that pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be mad about that.
Yeah, don't be mad about that pick.
So, Dan, Wisconsin has only covered once this entire season. It's
Correct.
tough look. That's not great.
Not great.
Not great. And Michigan's 5-1 against the spread in the Big House in the last 6
You
games.
know what
So,
that means, Kayce?
What does that mean?
Statistically due to play our best game tonight.
Tonight.
Statistically due.
Okay, so the line is 10, right?
10.
10? Okay, so you're going Michigan.
I'm taking Michigan based on Blake, 248-point victory. I'll settle for half that. I'm taking Michigan in a blowout.
Okay.
All right, it's gonna be fun.
Yep.
I'm gonna take Wisconsin to cover, Michigan to win. Michigan to win, Wisconsin to cover. I will say, 10's too much.
I don't hate that because then you pander to both.
I mean, but it's the truth, though. It's the truth. It's too much, but I think Michigan's the better football team, to be completely honest with you.
All right.
All right?
So then we do it. Are we doing
We're
top
doing
10?
top 10s.
Yeah.
So we're going to do our top 10s. Big Ev is going to do the people's top 10 and bottom 10. I have no...
Oh, here he is.
Here he
Oh,
comes.
here it comes.
So why don't
This
we
is-
start with the people's top 10?
Again,
So, by the way, we
break
do
the
this on
set with
social
this.
media every week. So send in your
Oh,
stuff.
Michigan's in it for the first week.
Notice OSU number 3.
There we go.
You're just not making any friends
you're not
here,
getting
Ann
any-
Arbor. You're
Love
not
it. Get
getting
it up.
any
Give me
friends.
all the booze.
You're not getting.
Give me those booze.
Hey, they don't boo nobodies, Big Ev. They don't boo
Goddamn
nobodies.
right.
Okay, so that's Texas being number
Texas
7.
made a big push to number 7.
That's garbage that Texas
Yeah,
is ahead
that
of
is.
Michigan.
I
Absolute
wasn't
garbage.
Yep.
Oklahoma
mean, one-
stinks.
They do not stink, Dave.
They were almost in the bottom 10 a
They
couple weeks
lost to
ago.
Maryland. Okay, what's the bottom 10? By the way, Texas was like number 2 on our bottom 10
10
at some
right.
point.
Nebraska.
Okay. Nebraska, Rutgers. I mean, they stink.
Yeah.
Nebraska.
UCLA,
yeah.
Florida State. All right.
I mean, there's no way Nebraska's worse than Rutgers. But
No.
whatever.
No.
Chip-
Nebraska,
worse.
didn't they lose today?
Nebraska.
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah.
Nebraska
well,
stinks.
0-6, they stink.
They're the
0-6.
Franchise history or whatever.
Terrible. All right, Dave, you want to unveil your top 10s?
Sure.
By the way, hold on to it so
Yeah,
the
I've
whole
been
thing
told to
doesn't.
hold on to it.
Oh yeah, you can like pick them up and stuff. Frankie said you can carry them around if you want.
okay.
Okay.
So here's my top 10. I got Bama still 1. I have Notre Dame up 2. I mean, that makes Michigan look very good because we lost a tough game at South Bend on the road. I have Michigan at 6. I think it's a pretty good ranking. LSU 9. Pretty standard.
You got to put that asterisk that you don't
This
see
Georgia-
Ohio State as a football.
Oh, yeah, Ohio State's not in there. Don't say I forgot Ohio State. I do not recognize Ohio State. I haven't recognized them the whole year. They shouldn't be involved.
He hates Ohio State. All right, Dan, your turn.
I choose women over football.
Listen,
Shoot me.
listen.
It's quote.
Listen, this game is the biggest game on planet Earth tonight, okay? The biggest game in the college football season, and that is because, I'm going to say, Michigan at home. Michigan's played a little bit of tougher teams. They lost to Notre Dame. It's a little bit better of a loss than the BYU loss. So, yes, Michigan is your number 1 team in the country. Wisconsin is your number 2.
What a soft
One
move.
versus
No
2.
way.
We're underdogs. We're going to upset one at home. We're going to take down one at home. I love it. 1 versus 2.
There you
You
go.
don't have 1 versus 2 very much.
No one saw this move coming. I don't think anyone would do that unless you're a loser and you're trying to copy me.
1 versus 2 is a great matchup.
One versus two is a
Doesn't
great
happen
matchup.
often.
Well, I mean, you stole my pick.
No, I did not. No, I did not. Frankie can attest. He told me after I said my picks.
Unlike Big Cat, I am unsarcastically putting Michigan number 1. The best team in the country, by far. I'd say that if I was here, but it's really just because I'm here and there's a big crowd of Michigan fans. Mississippi State, my guys, with a big win at home against Auburn last week.
Auburn's awful.
Texas sneaks in. I take a stand against Notre Dame every single week. What do you guys think of Notre Dame? Boo,
They're
boo,
good.
boo. Brian Kelly killed the kid.
Brian Kelly did kill a kid.
Yeah, he did.
People forget that.
Notre Dame kills people. They
Also,
forget
Notre
that.
Dame,
Yep.
you can't be that close to Pittsburgh, and I feel like this is
Yeah.
almost as bad as it's not a loss, but that will be remembered when they're doing the college football.
I can't
playoffs.
believe you took Michigan 1 from me.
Okay, this is mine.
I mean,
Dan, you're
I
gonna
decided beforehand.
you're gonna like my bottom of my list here.
Oh, there we
Okay.
go. It snuck in.
Yeah, because
Love
listen,
it.
because I did not want to alienate the Wisconsin fans.
Yes.
Like, I think I like Wisconsin.
Wow.
I'm doing it.
There
I'm
we
doing
go.
it.
That's a good looking board right there.
It's
That
a
is a good
great
looking board.
That's a damn good looking board.
I mean, I don't like UCF, but I mean,
If you
they're
like
undefeated.
institutional chaos, hiding the truth, and putting women at risk, it's a great board with Ohio State.
Great
I mean,
board.
Ohio State's a
Phenomenal board.
Ohio State, Notre Dame, and Penn State all in there.
Yeah.
But hey, you didn't
know.
even recognize I put Michigan in there for the first time.
Well, Michigan deserves to be in there.
I know, but it's the first time I have it.
You're,
But
you're the lowest. They're 8-6 with me, unbiased.
well, that's
1-1.
because I did all my undefeateds up top, except for Penn State, 'cause I think they have the best loss.
Today's a big game. Today's a big game.
It's
No
1
doubt
versus
about
2. It's 1 versus 2.
Big game.
It's
Prime
1
time
versus 2.
game in the big house. Did you guys have fun
We gotta
today?
get it going. Hail
Yeah.
to the victors, valiant. Hail to the conquering heroes. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and best.
Oh,
Didn't
wow.
really get going. the way I
That's
wanted.
tough.
I mean, Tommy, your clapping over there was fantastic.
Didn't really
Thank
get
you.
going the way I
Great
wanted.
flopper.
You want to do
You
it
think
again?
that would be a layup in Ann Arbor?
Yeah, that's tough.
All right. Well, anything else, fellas?
No,
Before we go
thank
to
you.
the
See
game?
you guys at the game.
Go
Yeah,
Sox.
thanks.
See you at the game.
Hashtag sides of back.
Let's
Thanks,
go.
Panera,
On
Bud
Wisconsin.
Light. Yeah, you guys have fun tonight.
Thanks for coming, by the way.
Yeah,
Go Bucks.
on Wisconsin.
And Ann Arbor is
Go Bucks.
Ann Arbor's a great town, Dan.
I honestly batch it because of Dave. I really,
That's fair.
it is a great team.
That's fair.
Go Red Sox. Go Michigan. Go Pats. Big weekend.
You guys have fun.